This is a trader in our private group who is currently trading for a prop firm. I asked him if he could share any experience or any tips that he would like to give to any other traders who are looking to go the same path that he has gone. So sit back, relax, grab a beer, look at some charts. Maybe you're driving on the road. All good, no worries. Listen to his tips and experience that he has to share. And hey, if you guys really enjoy this, I appreciate if you guys hit that like button, share it with other people as well. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. All right, enjoy, guys.
No, 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 no. I just want some. I didn't prepare anything. I was
Oh, no, you don't have to
just winging it.
prepare anything, my friend.
Yeah.
I think just going off the script is the best. I mean, I've gotten people messaging me, and I think you were one of them early on, and you were saying you're having trouble hitting the profit, right? I know with them, they have 8%, and if you need an extension, they have no problem giving you an extra 30 days. They don't make you start at zero or anything, which is really nice of them to do that. I understand getting 10% profit is extremely tough as a trader, right? As a professional trader, retail trader, it's 10% is tough, right? And especially to be restrained in some type of risk management and drawdowns and stuff like that, yeah, it can be tough. So
Yeah.
for them, they offer like maximum 12%, which is reasonable in my opinion. Like it's kind of hard to hit 12% if you're risking 0.5%, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
impossible. Almost
yeah,
impossible, I believe.
yeah, it's extremely tough. I could see, yeah, 5%, 6% drawdowns. You probably shouldn't be going back
Yeah.
down past 6%, right? It's all risk management, man. But I think one of the problems earlier on, you had no problem being profitable, but it was hitting that profit target, you know?
Yeah. That
What
was
would
that
you
was
say to
that
that?
was the that was something I had to change my mentality about, and I had to go all in basically. So I had been doing these challenges. I started with FTMO only one of the challenge. I ended up in loss. So basically, I was just like repeating the challenge because I was ending up in profit, but couldn't reach the target. Then grams and just 8% profit target. And I thought, well, might as well take this and see if I can reach this profit target. 2% less makes a lot of difference in 1 month, as you guys know. And yeah, I kept eating the same shit like 6%. And I was at that point, I was just, what more can I do? I couldn't force any more trades because I knew that they wouldn't be good. So then I talked to you, I remember, and then you told me to, I don't remember the right expression, grow some balls or something like that and risk 2 or 3%. And I started doing that, because when we're risking 2%, you just get five five trades and then you have no time to get back to break even or the profit, and you just make shitty mistakes. But that is normal. But then, yeah, I started risking 2% every trade on the first phase, and I eventually hit the first one. And yes, I think that's for me. I had to do some math about it, so I had to calculate how many trades I had a month on average, and it comes between 15 and 20, more or less. So if I'm risking 1% with a 50% strike rate, am I able to pass it with 15 trades? No. So I have to risk two. So that's what I did. I just started risking two every single challenge. And I probably did like 9 challenges, to be honest. Yeah, probably 9. That's what I did.
But you were
Probably
getting
9.
free redos, right?
Yeah, so I paid for like half of it, four challenges, but then
Uh-huh.
the other ones were like retries and different accounts and different size accounts, then you get lost in it. But yeah, that definitely, if I advise everyone, if they want to get into it, just calculate or try to understand what's your expectancy in terms of strike rate, winning rate, and the profitability you have from your trades, 2 to 1s, risk reward ratios, 2 to 1s, 3 to 1s, etc. And then do the math to see exactly how much you need to risk. Because for me it was like around 1.8%, and then I just said let's go with 2%, commissions and all that, but let's go with 2%. It's not my money. Let's go. Let's get it. And I did. Yeah, that was for the first phase. So when you have the profit target of 8% in 1 month, so 20 trading days, more or less, 20, 21, depending on the month. And then on the second phase, which is 2 months to reach 5% profit with the same 12% drawdown, I decreased the risk to 1%. And then I could just do my normal trading with 1% risk. I passed that one on the first month. I believe it took me like 20 days to like 18 days for the first phase, and then 21 or 22 days for the second one. So you just go back to the same 1% risk trades, the normal thing. And you have to factor in luck, because you can catch a trade of like 4 or 5 to 1, and you're risking 2%, and you have the challenge done. And guys don't talk about this online. And then I'm doing a second challenge now, and I passed the first phase with a trade like that. It was my first trade. It was an Aussie dollar short, 15-minute, and I risked 2%, and it was a 4 to 1, and I passed the challenge in one trade.
Hilarious.
So you have to factor in the luck. Of course, the setup was there. Of course, everything was there. But if it was in normal conditions, I would have probably take profits at like 3 to 1. Understand? So you have to be a bit more flexible about your take profits and what you're going to get from the market. You have to be a bit more of like, oh, do this and risk 1% and take 2 to 1s and 3 to 1s only. It's going to take a while, I believe. If you have low trading months like mine, 15, 20, even 25 trades, if you have more than that, like 30, 40, 50 trades a month, yeah, totally fine. Totally fine to be risking 1% and just believe in the system and trust your edge to give you positive expectancy out of that challenge. But if not, below 20 trades a month, you just have to go all in and bowl, I'd say.
Yeah, you got to play ball, because early on, I mean, 8% is not tough when there's no restrictions on your account, right? I mean, anybody can go out there and double up if they're losing trades, or they can just buy and hold and add to their positions. But when you start putting restrictions on what you can and can't do regarding risk and time of day and certain things, okay, that's when it starts getting tougher and tougher, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to play ball. That's one of the main things I said. Is these guys do ask for crazy returns in 20 trading days, which is tough for a lot of people, even me, right? So you've got to be risking more than 0.5% or 1% if you're not taking 50 trades in a month. I agree. If you're like me and Bento, we're probably taking 15 to 20, right? Maybe 25. I don't take 25, but you're on that lower amount of trades, you're going to have to risk more and a certain level of luck. I've talked to other people and they said, yeah, good traders I know say, yeah, I failed it twice and I hit it.
But even for guys that do, I believe I don't think they're going to last forever, at least with the terms that they have now, these prop firms, because although they are legit, it's very shady, these type of things, because they're not brokers, they're not providing any service, they're not money market managers, nothing like that. It's a bit weird, and I don't know how many more years or months they're gonna last. So I think.
Do you think that they're taking the opposite side of people's trades?
I don't know. They're not very transparent on their business models, to be honest. They do these videos and shit on YouTube, and then they give interviews. Well, you know how it is. It's just I don't know how they do it. I know they have like different pools for different traders. I know that you have to consistently prove that you can make money for like the first month or two on a live account, and then they start placing your trades on the live accounts. And but you can be removed from that pool and you can go back to the losers pool, so to speak. It's a bit weird. They're not very clear about it, and it's not very transparent. Yeah, I think we have to take these opportunities, because it's not like everything's gonna go to shit, but we never know. So we might as well just take it, make some money off it, and if it goes away, at least we built some capital to keep us moving forward. Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I understand. It's obviously a shady thing in the first place. People come out and say, but I can understand what their business model is. And I'm sure they make a large set of capital from people taking the challenge. And one thing I was going to mention about 5 minutes ago was, don't take the challenge unless you are already showing results, at least 2-3 months of being consistently profitable, or else you're just going to put your money away and you're not.
Yeah, let me just say that also. I've been trading now for 3 years. So I started 1 year ago, more or less, to take challenges. So basically, I was 2 years in, and I was already for 3-6 months profitable, like above break even, 2-3% a month. So yeah, I forgot to give that context. People didn't know. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Always take the challenge once you've shown profitability. 100%. You're gonna have a different layer of confidence, and you'll eventually get it. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure they do quite well, right? I'm sure they do quite well by people coming in, buying not courses, but buying the program, $500 to get access to like $100,000. I think they have. I get it, right? But I'm sure that's where they're making a large stack of their capital.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, there's a lot of incentive for them to actually put you in the liquidity pool of where they're not taking the opposite side of your trade. Because heck, if you're trading a $100,000 account and you are making 5% returns, well, shit, they're paying you $4,000 after cuts. You're going to do that to a handful of traders. You're just going to be pissing away, maybe $100,000 a month more, right? Depending on how many traders are trading with them. They've only been open for a year. It makes, I understand there's two sides of the business. You got to understand that, definitely. And then I don't know for sure if this is exactly what they're doing, but they make one set of cash flow coming in from people taking the challenge, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're offering them the opportunity to trade with a large stack of capital, and they've got to have some money at risk. You can't just let people go in for free. They're using your platform. You've got to deal with paperwork. You're going to take them on as a client. Completely agree, 100%. It'd be stupid not to charge people, right? But then if you do, like I was saying, if you do have, let's just say, a handful of traders that are doing really well and they're funded, it doesn't make sense for them to still be taking the opposite side of those traders' trades, right? So yes, I understand that. And I did an interview with my broker, and he talked to me about different pools of brokers, and you can be put into separate pools, and your broker will let you know what pool you are in if you ask them, right? And so if there is a new trader that buzzes through the program in like a very small amount of trades, 100%, I agree. Like, they should still be under the watch. It's like, you passed both challenges within 10 trading days and like you won 80% of them. I'm not just going to let you go off and trade 100,000. I'm going to let you go off and trade 100,000. Whatever you make, we will pay you, but we are going to hedge out of our position. So if you go off and buy US 30 for 110 lots, right? Well, they're going to have the algo going in the background to say, hey, if this guy buys, sell instantly. So it's taking the opposite side. So they're hedging the trade. That's what they're doing. They're hedging the trade. So they won't make any money. In fact, they'll lose money off of you, right? Because if you do make 5,000 for the month, they're going to take it out of their own pocket to say, okay, here's your $5,000, right? But after probably month 2, I couldn't imagine they would continue doing that for months. They're going to say, okay, he's qualified as a profitable trader. We're going to put him in that pool. So whatever he makes, that's good for him, and we'll make our money back from that, right? But then also he's going to pass the word on to other people saying he's trading with them, broker. He's, so they're going to get more people signing up. But there's incentive for them to do that, and I understand their business model. But it doesn't make sense for them to just take the opposite side of their trade of profitable traders.
Yeah, that is not. They can't even do it, to be honest, because they're not brokers, so they can't be taking the trades. They're not a broker, so they have to go through the broker they use to do that, which they can, but there's not a lot of it. It's mainly, like you said, challenges is a big portion of the profit, and then the cuts they get from the funding funded traders. Yeah. I was talking more about like the legal part of it and how it integrates with tax and the structure, the company structures that they have, where they've based and how they do their payouts because they pay in crypto. Now they're using a system of online payment processor like Deal. I think it's Deal, something like that. It's a bit shady on that part, right? So you can receive your payout in crypto, so no one knows, right? That's not
I like
sustainable.
that. I think
I
that's
like
awesome.
that. I love it. I love it, but it's not sustainable if you think about it. It's like, of course, we want these type of things to remain sustainable like that because we want to get control of the money we make, and then if you want to pay some taxes, we do. But if it starts growing, I don't believe it's going to remain like this for a long time. You know what I mean?
As in the
Because
certain
eventually,
payout.
So they
yeah,
pay you
the
in crypto,
payouts.
but is it like a well known, like a good crypto, like Bitcoin or something, or is
Yeah,
it
they have
garbage?
they pay in four cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin,
Okay.
and they pay even they can even pay you in stable USDC.
Oh,
But if any one of you guys go for my forex funds, I advise you to go to get paid in Litecoin or Bitcoin because Ethereum and USDC you have the ERC20 token and that shit can cost you fees on your own wallet. So don't do it. Just do Litecoin or Bitcoin.
I see no problem with the crypto. I think that's great. And I would disagree. I think you can sustain it long term. They just buy it. They're going to hit you with the fees, most likely. And they're going to have a higher transaction cost, right? As in gas fees and like, hey, you want to accept BTC? No problem. Now, if the government wants to step in, they don't
Yeah,
have
that's
any
the problem.
problems with paying. No, but it's up to you, the person receiving the payment, that will have to report to the government. They don't care if you report to the government. If I pay you, Bento, $5,000 a month and you don't
Yeah, that's
report
on me.
anything to the government, that's on you, man. I don't have any
Yeah,
responsibility. I'm reporting to the government that I paid you $5,000 a month, right? And I paid you
yeah.
in crypto. Now, that's totally fine. But if they come asking you for the $5,000 in crypto, okay, well, now that's up to you. You can, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I would disagree. I think it's totally doable long
I think
term.
it's doable, operational, but I just when shit start getting more attention, everyone comes at you. Something's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen in 6 months, but it can happen in the future. You have it's already having problems. FTMO is not paying Ukrainian traders right now.
Oh, really?
That's a big headline today or yesterday.
They're not paying
They,
Ukrainians.
they can't pay the Ukrainians. They say they can't. I don't think that's the problem. I think they just opt not to, or just trying to protect themselves from it. That's something. The legal boundaries are not very set, and we need to be aware of it. I'm totally fine with it. I like to lay on the low and get off the grid, but some people are just more strict with things, and it's not a linear environment where like if guys go for my forex funds, just be aware the support is shit. It's the worst.
Support.
Support is shit. It's just like you send an email, they take like 24 hours to respond. You go on the website,
wow.
live chat, they don't even fucking answer. You just stand there in queue like number 67. Then it
Yeah.
reaches your time, and there's no one there. They have a Discord group. There's shit. Everyone is chatting shit. It's just mad. And when we're talking about like support, you know, comes the payout date, the profit split, and you're just there like, what do I do? I need to send an email to withdraw the money and send the address I want to. Okay, so you do that, but you don't know that if you can enter the trade the morning after, because you don't know if they saw the email
Mm-hmm.
before the trade or
Oh
not.
my
So you don't know
god.
how much profit split you're gonna get. That's fucked up. That happened to me today. So I sent the email and I had the trade. It was a losing trade, and basically now I don't want to do the profit split. Do you know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
it's fucked because I don't know where they're gonna count the money to split because it's not instant, and that's a big problem with sport. And it can be a pain in the ass sometimes. I don't mind it because it's just too good capital for someone to be.
That it sounds like you're talking like a real life banker now, man. A real Wall Street trader. It's all grease and bullshit, dude. That's the business, man. It's all
Yeah, I know.
BS.
I'm okay with it. It's just a word of warning for
And
someone.
you're willing to participate in this, but you're getting
Yeah,
paid, dude. You're getting hush money, man, from them,
I know. That's why I'm just
dude.
giving
You're a
warnings. I'm
grease.
totally fine. I'm totally fine with everything going to shit, and now I'm getting paid in crypto and having shit support. I don't care as long as I make money. I'm cool. I'm just giving a
Dude, this
warning.
is. Hey, I totally agree. Hey, man, take care of yourself. Screw the people. Yeah, I'm all on board with that stuff. And heck,
Yeah,
if people are paying you, fucking whatever, man.
yeah, all good.
Yeah, look after yourself first. Would you tell people to go to F, FTMO or my FX book,
My
my
forex
forex
funds. I think my FTMO, they're a bit more support is
Yeah.
great with FTMO, and they have more time in the industry. They're a bit more
Hmm.
pricey, but not like $50 or $60 difference between the one and the other. I think FTMO is a bit more strict with rules and a bit more. It's a bit more of a company. It's like a corporate
Hmm.
institution. As long as my forex
Hmm.
fund is just a fucking orange juice stand that's just getting too big.
I love it.
No, but
I
it
love
is
that.
what it is, man. We have to be true, and I'm not. I love orange juice from the stand. You know what I mean? And it's like you have to live it. But
Oh
yeah,
god, that's hilarious.
for for me, it's totally fine. I'm used to this type of organizations and chaos and that. But some people don't deal well with it. So if you don't deal well with chaos and shit support, and you don't know what's going on, just go with FTMO. There's the profit target is 10. So instead of risking 2%, if you have low trades, just risk 2.5%. That's it,
Hmm.
and you pass it. But you don't get paid in crypto. I think you only have like
Yeah, I like that
white.
option. I like that crypto
Yeah,
option.
it's great. It's
Yeah, you
great.
should talk to them and say, hey, are you on board with greasing? And are you reporting? And if they're not reporting, then fucking just accept crypto, man. And then hey,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can come to El Salvador and you can cash out your cash in El Salvador.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just American dollars, and you can fly back.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can take You can take 10,000. I'll take 10,000. I'll help you a bit. Just pay for my
All
flight.
right. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Just facilitate it for me.
Yeah, I got the contacts here in El Savvy, so we can
Done.
work something out. Good, good. Is there any
Yeah,
other questions that you guys want to ask, or Bento? Is there anything else that you want to give input on, Bento?
stage yet. No, I just don't care. Sometimes you just have to reach the island and burn the ships. Just go with it.
I like it. Yeah, burn the ships, baby.
Is
Yeah,
I forget who
that's it.
said that.
that 3 years that you're saying, is that purely the supply and demand, or were you doing other?
Say again.
Was that purely, you know how you said you were trading for 3 years? Was it purely supply and demand, or were you trading other methodologies before supply and demand, or?
I started with the normal support and resistance shit for 2-3 months, but then I discovered some guy on YouTube. Not Austin, was an old guy. Started watching videos, took another course, then did Austin's course, and kept doing. But basically, for the last 2.5 years, it's been all supply and demand.
Yep, yep. And you think obviously it's just a time thing. That's what I'm learning currently. Yeah, as in like you're learning the most by watching the charts, like time looking and observing. That's why I understand it's a very personal thing, trading.
I think one of the things most people don't talk about is what's your level of intelligence. I think people just talk a lot about like put in the work and put in the work, everything will fall into place. Well, you have to be aware of your level of intelligence. I have an average intelligence, like IQ. So my understanding of things is it's basic, like most people. right? So you have to be aware of it. I have a
Mm.
friend that started trading 1 year ago. I introduced him to trading, and he's at my level right now. But the guy has an IQ of 125, 130. The guy is a genius. So of course he's going to pick up quickly, you know. So basically, I believe for the average person, it's going to take. I don't even put into daily hours because I don't believe that's sustainable for if you have a job or anything like that. You can't devote 3 hours a day to chat.
Yeah.
But just with time, like 2 years, every week, every day, you just go in, even if half an hour, 1 hour, just like testing, check the charts, put some trades on, and try not to lose everything.
Can you guys hear me?
Just one more question. I'm pretty sure you answered it the other week, Austin. But in terms of the average trader's returns, I see very mixed things on the internet. Like people are saying like 10 to 20%. I thought that's pretty ridiculous, like pretty high. Like what is an average trader's return?
We
Is
talked
that
about
for
this
me?
last week, and Bento can give his opinion. Bento, give me your opinion on this topic.
I think 20% is great for hedge funds and all these funds, because they're not. First of all, they have billions in portfolio, so they can't be risking a lot of money, like Austin said. But for a retail trader, I believe 100% a year is totally doable because you just risk 1 or 2%. You make 5-10% a month. I think it's doable. For I'm not saying you should go for it. I'm just saying it's doable, and there's people doing it. I think 50, 60, 70% a year. It's for an average profitable trader. I think it's okay.
I think he was asking on like a monthly basis, correct?
Yeah, a monthly basis.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
So why didn't you stop me, man?
Oh, sorry. So I just thought I'd let you go. I don't want to
No,
interrupt you.
you're on a roll, man. It's the same thing, just smaller months. Yeah.
20% a month. I think that's
It's the same thing.
outrageous. I think that's outrageous, man. I think if someone does 20%, if right now if I make 20% next month, I won't trade for the next 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But
If I
that's
did that,
me.
fuck yeah, I'd be done for 2-3 months.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. At least 2 months. At least, like that's me. I don't think 20% in 1 month consistently.
It's
Man,
heavy risk.
it's fucking heavy, mate. It's just too much.
I can touch on this a bit more because I am in the business of selling a product as well, and I see what gets more views and what gets more clicks and comments and sales. Yeah, I mean, you sit here and you advertise and you talk about 5 to 7% a month. It doesn't. There's nothing shiny about 5% a month. People are not jumping up and down, right? But when you sit there and advertise 100% return a day, right, or 500 return for the week, it gets a lot of simple-minded fucking idiots that see that and like, oh, I can do that, right? You get a lot of idiots that join programs like that. So it's not realistic. Now, people like that make more of a course sale and they make more money selling a product like that by advertising unrealistic returns, right? Is it doable again and again and again? I would strongly disagree. But no, I don't think it's sustainable long term. You got to be risking, 5%. And then any person that comes to you and says, hey, I want to give you $1 million to trade, can you show me your track record for the last 6 months? And then they see, okay, you're making 20% a month, but you're having 60% drawdowns. They're like, fuck that. I ain't risking $1 million with this guy. It's just an advertising thing, personally.
No, it's good to hear a realistic point of view because there's so much bullshit out there. So it's good. The
Oh, are
psychology
you
I
talking
want to
about the
take.
people that make like a 50 to 1 risk to reward trade?
Yeah, they have all these fucking
Oh,
people
yeah.
on YouTube, and they just spruik it like it's. I'm thinking if your account's 100K or more, it's like a lot of money to have on the table, and you're literally waiting for your 1 to 100 or your 1 to 50 take profit. It's fucking crazy.
It's all marketing. It's all BS.
Yeah.
I can 100%.
But you're
tell you.
right. You're right though. They get like ridiculous amount of views, and then you go on like Twitter or Instagram, and all the leeches they're in packs. They all like comment on each other's posts.
It's all BS. And Bento, you probably don't watch people on YouTube, or you don't socialize with people, random people on social media, right?
No, I follow like one or two guys that I like.
Yeah.
I have two friends. I have two trader friends, and I have this group that I don't post a lot and I don't speak a lot. So basically, it's just you just stay quiet and do your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I always appreciate people posting.
Well, yeah, you know. Well, I'm just in general term of things. It's just you stay quiet, do your shit, and then post it after for the guys to say, yeah.
Yeah. 100% analysis afterwards. It's all good stuff. I was referring like even just engaging in like YouTube videos. Yeah, have your 1 to 2 people. I'm the same way, but like, really, do I? No, I don't really follow people on YouTube. Maybe one person, maybe. I more so scan for ideas for YouTube videos, or just to have a quick glance of an idea of what this trader is looking at. But more so when it comes to YouTube, it's more like economic news, of what's going on around the world. That's more so what I listen to. I don't listen to any trading videos. I want to learn more about algo trading. Okay, I'll watch a couple of videos on that. I'm not gonna go follow 20 different YouTubers, and that's why I tell people when you join. I think it's in the video saying stop following people on social media. Just stop all communications with them. They're fucking idiots. I recommend being. This is the group. This is the squad right here. You talk to everybody here. You talk to me, and you follow me only. If you have questions, you report to me, right? Because you're gonna get 1,000 different views on one topic, how to take profit, and everyone's going to be biased so that you can buy their product, which is understandable. They're trying to sell something, right? Totally got to respect it, right? But you're going to deal with information overload, and you have your traders who you talk to, but I wouldn't go off and start talking to random people. So there you go. A lot to learn from this guy. Lots of great tips. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me down below. If you guys would like to see more videos on this, I have another 2 that I could release if I choose to, of him talking and giving tips. So I can chop another video up and give it out to you guys. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. If you guys would like to be part of the private group, you guys can go to moneyballtrading.com and join there. If you guys want the free training, moneyballtrading.com, it's also a free training for you as well. If you guys want to learn more about the exact trading system that he is trading himself, you can go to my tips playlist on my YouTube channel and watch those supply and demand videos. If you guys would like to reach out to me on social media at MoneyballAustin, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I have no problem helping you out there where we can talk about trading. Make sure you bust your computer by smashing that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys? Bye-bye. Woohoo!